Yo, how's it going, guys? Back again with another Kagurabachi stream. One of my favorite things to do after I'm done work. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is gonna be a very short stream. I always say that, and then I start reading, and it's like I want to read another one and then another one, but I actually need to get out of here within like 40 minutes, give or take. But just so I keep my streak going, because I'm trying to commit to 5 days a week. I will not always be able to do it. Life happens. I'm a man with responsibilities, okay? But I'm gonna do my best, my very best to make sure I bring the content consistently, and I've been very consistent. Oop, let me fix this. Wait, what happened to my setup? Why is it like that? Give me a second here. There we go. There we go. That's better, yeah, because I want you guys to be able to see the chapter so that way you can follow along if you want, so you can, you know, use whatever reader you have to look at what it is I'm doing as well. But let's see, I need to check something though, just to make sure that you guys are actually like the stream is fine and that everything is copacetic. Let me see. What does that look like? That looks fine. There's 0 viewers right now, so that's even perfect. All right, cool. I've checked it. Cool, that looks good. That's fine. All right, cool. I know what you guys are seeing now. All right, let's jump into it. So, the last time we were doing this stuff, which was yesterday, they were still fighting in the HQ, right, and everything. And Azami is really proving that he is truly him with his whole coin sorcery or whatever it is, and Yura is in dire strait right now. Like, he's regretting attacking HQ at this point. But if I've learned anything from this series, is that Hishaku, they've always got a plan, right? Yura would have anticipated this eventuality, and I'm just curious as to how everything just goes up in flames. So we're gonna jump into this chapter. And actually, one more thing before I do that, crap, I should have pulled the chat to the side because I don't really have a way quality, and I'm just don't really have a way of like seeing the chat sometimes. And go pop out chat. All right, I'm gonna move this guy. I wonder if you guys can see what I see right now. Alright, that's perfect. Let me go back here. How's that look? Perfect. Okay. Oh my god, I should have done this before the stream. Alright, we're good to go now. Now we're jumping into chapter 97. Oh damn. I love this panel. It's like you probably can see too well from what I'm showing, but there's a picture of like the Shinushi in the eyes of Azami. Like, he's locked in on the Shinushi. Okay, good. Hey grunts, got a load of this. Oh, these are the Hishaku guys, right? What is that? Pepper? It's gotta be black sesame. Don't call us grunts. Iron sand? Black sesame? It says iron sand. I'll sew a bunch of it into your clothes. Alright, see? There we go. This is probably gonna be some sort of backup plan or something. They're basically trying to show us something here. It'll make mid-air battles a breeze. With my magnetic power, you'll be able to move freely. Whoa, we'll be able to fly? Awesome. I'll make sure you're never hit. Interesting. But if you go down, Ikuto, we're screwed. We'll all go down with you. He says that's true. What? Well, I'll make sure that none of you die before me. As the anti-cloud gouger special forces, your lives are my responsibility. Oh no, that's not Hishaku. Those were the first fraudulent people that introduced the elite group trope. Those are those frauds. I remember them. I was like, he looks familiar. That's the guy that was like, I got this master plan on how to get everything done, and then soldiers just got him packed up. I remember, yeah, that's what it is. With Timu Phaeton, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so why are they showing us this? What does this have to do with this chapter? Wait, am I in the right? Let me go back and be sure of something. Oh damn, I skipped a chapter. I was supposed to be chapter 97. Never mind, that's why that made no sense. Somehow I accidentally skipped a chapter. I don't know how that happened. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wait, how did we get there? All right. Kamunabi headquarters is surrounded by a force field that repels anyone who isn't Kamunabi. We know this. That strong immense force field derives from natural forces. The magic inscriptions covering the enormous subterranean edifice convert the Earth's heat into spirit energy, supplying it to the building's interior. So it's taking spirit energy from the Earth's heat. Interesting. Spirit energy is life force, okay? It must be associated with a human and channeled through a person's will to become sorcery. Spirit energy that belongs to no one can't be wielded. In other words, this vast spirit energy is intrinsically beyond human control. Spirit energy with nowhere to go simply fizzles. That's where I come in. Alright, relax. This vast spirit energy is intrinsically beyond human control. But that's where you come in? What do you mean? How strong are you? Let me see. Let's say more about this guy. The person at the force field's core is selected once every 10 years from a very small pool of candidates. If they complete a decade of service, they are promised enough compensation for a life of leisure thereafter. A decade of service. Damn, that's whole 10 years of you just sitting like that? There's got to be a better way, man. Holy moly. The back pain this guy must have when he gets up. By the time he gets up, that his leg will be at sleep. Because his knees are bent like that consistently. Does he take a break? Does he get to rest? Like, what is going on here? This kind of crazy low key. How much compensation would make a person do this for that long? First, the person's body must be restructured. Okay, there we go. Must be restructured. For roughly 4 months, they drift in the liminal space between life and death. They lose a number of organs and their reproductive functions. Hey, yo, ain't worth it, bro. That's not worth it, bro. I'm sorry. The Kamunabi's gotta miss me with that, but yes, what the hell? That tremendous energy has nowhere to escape. Their body becomes its vector, transforming it into the force field. Their presence alone is what makes that powerful force field possible. They uphold the force field's core. 6 others are close by to provide auxiliary support. What the hell? The Shinishi's power is being unleashed in this building? This is one of the guys that's chatting. And the spirit energies above were reinforcements. Why don't they come straight here? Yes, communications are cut off too. Something must be wrong with the force field. The only ones who could be influencing the force field are the 6 people connected to it here. Among them is another traitor. Oh, so that's just what they're trying to allude to, that there is one more traitor here. Okay, let's see. Damn. No, it's not anybody here. How does the guy know? Or maybe it's him. Why if he's like... But the only people who can influence the force field are here. And he says, no, there's one other. Guy said, another vessel like me. Wait, there's 2 of these guys? Are they both working for the Kamunabi? What do you mean another vessel like you? Where's the... I'm confused. Attention. This message will be short and not repeated. There's one more vessel in this building. A vessel? The linchpin of headquarters who controls the force field with their own body. Ichiki explains. Normally there's only one, but there's one more? Okay. That person must have overwritten the force field's parameter. As a result, we're unable to summon reinforcements. The backup. In addition to our current vessel that mediates the force field, the device needed to cultivate a successor was already prepared just in case of unseen circumstances. Naturally, it was heavily guarded, but with Carsen's guidance, it could easily have been swapped out for a fake. Oh, interesting. So basically, Carsen, the supposed leader of the Kamunabi that got taken out with one punch. Pathetic, by the way. You're never going to live down that L, I'm sorry. Maybe he's strong and Ishiki is just built different, but still, you're the leader and you get knocked out. He was here chatting all this wax, trying to like, all like cool, like Thanos like yo, and I'm going to stop everyone, including you, that are in my way. Next thing, he just gets knocked out with one punch. Crazy work. He's been there for like a few chapters now. He's not moved a muscle. He's just literally just chilling there. The same position too. He's just like, that's what he's been doing the entire time. What a fraud. So many frauds in this series, I'll be honest with you. I digress. We might as well have served it up on a silver platter. Hakuri, Kiri, I'm sorry, but I need you back in the battle. Our top priority is restoring the force field. Why though? Can't you guys worry about that afterwards? Why don't you just protect the Shinichi first? Since when does the force field takes priority over malediction? Y'all not scared of that anymore? It's cannabis, man. I'm telling you, the most incompetent organization. It's literally a metaphor for governments everywhere. With the second vessel in play, the circuit that generates a force field is altered, changing the force field's function. Now it's serving only to repel those two enchanted blades. Okay, so they're okay. Never mind, never mind. Let me shut up. So essentially, it's not like they're neglecting the Shinichi as a priority. I think what it is here is like they're trying to make sure that they get what you call it. They get N10 and Tobimune into the building to then help contain the guys using the Shinichi. I think that's what it is. They don't know yet that the N10 can destroy the Shinichi. I think right now only Samura. Who else? I think only Samura and his daughter know about that. We see. Anyways, whatever. So they're just trying, but at this point, they're not trying to bring him in to destroy the Shinichi, just so they can fight off the Hishaku's threat of getting hands on the Shinichi. This requires drastic measures. With two vessels, the energy is irregular and unstable. The effects are even influencing the building's communication system, but that must have been factored into the plan. However, even if this gives them an advantage, the price to pay is, in other words, they are fully prepared to do whatever it takes. Yura will be king. Okay, so I think that's the guy, the other vessel, the other person controlling it. Isn't that the guy that Yura said was the strongest among the Ishaku? It would explain how he can control or even play that role of destabilizing the spirit energy. Who is he looking at? Okay, Yura will be king. So I'm guessing he's the other vessel. I'm just gonna go out in Limia and just throw that out there that's probably the guy. I think. Right? Let me double check this real quick. 1 second here. Crap. Made a mistake. I'm gonna go back to my thing. I think it's here. Okay, cool. That's fine. I just want to make sure that this is actually still going, because I saw a bit of like an issue here on the OBS, but it looks like a stream is still fine. Alright, Yura will be king. So that's one of Yura's cronies. You'll wear yourself out fighting like that, Yura says to Azami. Thank you for your concern, but you should worry about yourself. Yeah, Yura is leaking right now, but I'm guessing he has some way of healing himself, because I remember when... Who was it? It was Shihiro. Shihiro fought Yuta. I say Yuta. Crazy. Does he kinda... Nah, it doesn't look like Yuta, but more like he has like a Chrollo kind of vibe about him, but it doesn't really look like Chrollo either. Thank you for your concern, but you should worry about yourself. You have the Shinichi and you can't fend off an unarmed opponent. Oh, Azami is taunting him. I'll be panicking if I were you. Azami is here talking trash. He's trash talking right now. That's crazy. Bit by bit, it's coming into my grasp. I'm ready to live up to your expectations. Yura says. I feel like Yura is about to do something crazy though. Oh, wait, who is he talking to? Is he talking about the sword master? I'm ready to live up to your expectations. I'll bring order to this nation. Oh, damn. There's a saying that what do you call it? Every villain is a hero in their own story, something like that. I believe that's how it goes. But yeah, Yura is looking tweaked out. Centipede is like crawling all over his face. There's like plants growing from him now on some Hashirama type beat. Is that blood leaking from his eyes? His eyes are like fully black. I'm assuming that black here in this situation might indicate blood. I'm not entirely sure, but he looks hella creepy. He looks like a ghoul from Tokyo Ghoul. And then Kasen is just here in the same position with almost like with half his face kind of like bashed in. Just as you said, thanks to its instability, the force field will succumb within a few minutes. But before that happens, Yura will reach the sword master. All we have to do is kill your vessel and restore the force field. If the force field is restored, reinforcements will arrive. We need the enchanted blades to stop him. Damn. Yeah, right now they don't have the enchanted blades. They're just literally going like sorcery for sorcery. And they're getting worked up. Azami is trying. Uruha and Natsuki's sacrifice in the last chapter created that opening for him to strike Yura. But Yura's tanking everything. He's very determined to keep going. This is not going to be easy. The muscles and bones of both my arms are shredded. Yeah, I remember because Yura did that last time. The Shinoshi's powers are ridiculous. Unfortunately, that really limits what I can do. Pretty soon I'll probably get worse too. But even so, I can still hit you. Oh, Azami's got that dog in him. I love that. I'll BIOS all the time I can. Oh, maybe Azami is the one that dies. Someone's got to die here. They got to take an L. Because Hirohiko got beat up in the worst way. So I'm assuming just to even the skills, the mangaka is going to want to take a hit to the Kaminabi so that they feel it. Hey, appreciate your rental. I'm actually not here for long, but appreciate you jumping in. Smash a like before you go, though. I'm not here for a long time, actually. I'm just going to do a quick stream and then I'm out. But thanks for popping by. Appreciate you. If he was at headquarters this whole time, I would have noticed it's someone who just got here. In other words, do not stop killing the Hishaku. Assume that anyone who stands in your way is aligned with the Hishaku. Exterminate the Hishaku as quickly as possible. Damn. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got the strongest. We've got Hokuto, the live wire that's just crazy. We've got that girl who uses like ice or something. Pretty cool ability, to be honest. And I love the simplicity of how the mangaka draws faces. Like the girl's faces, for example, is like the eyes. There's a lot of focus on the eyes to, you know, really show the femininity, add the eyebrows and everything on there. But then look at the nose. The nose is just like kind of like an incomplete triangle with a dot, and then the mouth also, it's like that. That's like some mastery. It takes a lot of mastery for you to be able to draw things in such a simple way and still be able to convey your message. But yeah, the art that chapter was good again, because I remember the last chapter 96, the mangaka looks like he was falling asleep while drawing these characters, man. Like they be overworking people in this Japan culture, I'm telling you. Alright, so now we're back here at chapter 98. Hey grunts, get a load of this using iron sand. Oh yeah, this is when he put the sand in them so that they can fight in the air and he can use magnetism to control them. I'll be honest with you, right? The core of this guy's ability is kind of sick. If he had maybe more training, he might have been a problem. Because being able to use iron sand and manipulate it, that's kind of broken still. That's like, was it Gaara's son in adopted son in Naruto? That is his iron sand, or Gaara's father, I believe. Gaara's father as well. I mean, you saw what Sasori did with it. Being able to use that is crazy. But it still got packed up though. Alright. So that was when they were talking about the plan. They're going to control them. They're going to be flying and all of that crap. And then if he dies, obviously, they're going to lose the ability to fly. But as part of the Anti-Cloud Guardian Special Forces, he was planning on keeping everybody alive. So that, you know, he can control them and nobody dies before him. So he can use the sand, sorcery and everything. Well, we all know how that ended. They got wiped out. Soja made light work of them. Enchanted Blade OP. Everyone knows I got nearly all my troops killed and obliterated my unit. Damn. Did he just wake up? Oh, so he didn't die. Hey, how long are you gonna lie there, sniveling? So shut up. Come on, get up. Get up and do what? I'm a failure. We're better off if I just lie here. Honestly, your ability is kind of sick though. I wouldn't call you a failure. You just gotta learn from it, man. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Huh? Oh, I'm done. Wait. He lies there constantly mumbling to himself. Apparently he's talking with his partner, according to the doctor. He unconsciously animates Kugara's mask with sorcery. He's interacting with the figment of his imagination. Damn. This is next level PTSD. So he's talking to himself by manipulating the mask. Oh, that's kind of sad in a way. He does seem to know Kugara is dead, but his awareness is murky. Well, it's understandable. All those troops he lost, they went more than a decade back. especially Kugara. They were friends since they were 5. No wonder he can't accept it. The only consolation is that Kazane, the newest member, survived. That stuff is iron sand, right? Yes, seems like it was woven into his troops' clothing. Apparently it comforts him to have it scattered around him. Says it's like being with them. He was pretty talented, and look at him now. Damn. That's tragic. Wait, does he have no legs? I'm just looking at the drawing, the way the author drew that. It's almost like he has no legs. Am I tripping? Damn. This is some next level depression. I don't blame him, man. Soja really put this guy into severe depression. Damn. Man, the enchanted blades, like, I'll be honest, they need to be destroyed. I think this entire series ends with all the enchanted blades getting destroyed. They're just too dangerous to be out there, man. Doesn't seem like he'll be able to fight for a while. Hey, Hagiwara, you haven't eaten anything lately. I have no appetite. You'll die if you don't eat. So he's talking to himself here. I don't care. That's a dumb way to go. If we're gonna go down, let's go down fighting like warriors. I'll never fight again. They don't need incompetent warriors out there. I might as well just rot away like this. Hagiwara and Kagurabachi. Enemy attack. Oh, announcement. Level 1 is now free to move. All non-combatants move down to level 3 immediately. Hey, now that ain't true. This is your chance. To recover the force field, the second vessels must be exterminated. It's one of the Hishaku. Yeah, so they've already ascertained that it's one of the Hishaku. That's the second vessel, but they can't identify who it is. The main guy, the main vessel, is trying to figure it out, but the Shinichi power is too strong. It's interfering with his visual field, and this Kamunabi leader is just like, hurry. I'd like to see this guy actually go all out and fight. He's just here, he's just being stuck here the entire time. How about he leaves the room and go join the fight? Like, why is he just... Maybe he's just protecting the force field. The guy, never mind, he might be just protecting him. Oh, this guy that was combing his hair the other time. That's funny. Hagiwara, you all died for our country. Well, I'm sorry I was a worthless commander, but I want to make this sacrifice for you. Damn. Yeah, he really has no legs. Soja really messed up his legs. So right now he's just floating with his sorcery. I'm doing this, he screams. I wonder what he's gonna do. This is the guy that is kind of like cannibalistic, the Hishaku guy with his charms, and that's the girl that can freeze things. So it's 2v2. Oh damn. He goes from I'm going to do this. Next panel he's frozen. What? Bro, he was like, I'm going to do this, and the next panel he's just frozen. This mangaka has a weird sense of humor, bro. And she's moving like what's his name, Aokiji right now. What the hell? And the guy with the comb that was combing his hair was like, Hagiwara! And Glutton guy is about to eat him up like a popsicle. That's crazy. But I see the metal sand faintly appearing. Oh, it completely destroys the eyes and the head. But the problem with using the iron sand to destroy the head is that there's a curse, no? Because you get heavier or something. I'm not sure I understand how this goes. But this is actually not the charm. This is the guy's head transforming to eat him. Iron sand. It was hidden in his clothes. So I don't know if, did he kill that guy? I don't know. Yes, I diagnosed him. He's not in his right mind. Do you know what he told me? Just as everything started to go black, I saw a person's shadow. Kugara grabbed me and pulled me back up to the shore. If we look back at what happened, he had to have clawed his own way back to shore. But the psychological trauma has conjured this fantasy of Kugara. Seeing his condition, most people would probably conclude that Hagiwara's career is over. But the very essence of sorcery is a natural circulation of spirit energy without conscious mediation. And then there's a picture of Hirohiko here when he was kind of like fighting with his sword, like you know Garn from Vinland Saga. He was kind of playing with his sword, kind of like that a little bit. And I guess that's why they're using the picture of him here, because of how free he is when he uses the spirit energy without conscious mediation, just kind of going with the flow. In Hagiwara's current state, he interacts with his own sorcery as if it's another person. It's the epitome of subconscious control. Because his mind has been fractured to the point where he thinks his friend, what's his face? Kugara. Hagiwara thinks Kugara is still alive and it's currently in the metal, sorry, the iron sand with the mask. But in reality, he's the one, because of his trauma, he's the one that's like controlling it. He just doesn't realize it. So he goes, let's do this, Kugara. And then the thing says, let's go. Strangely enough, in his current state, there's no one more suited for battle. And then as soon as the doctor says that in the flashback, Kugara falls on his face. Sorry, Hagiwara falls on his face. And the Kugara puppet's like, Hagiwara! Wait, hold up. That guy's head just reverted back to normal, even though it was attacked by iron sand. So, does this guy have reverse cause technique? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. Oh, my body feels heavy. So what? Oh, I get it. Because he, like I said from earlier, when you attack the head, that happens, right? We just have to kill the target, right? Easy, right? Easy. Magnetic resonance imaging applies a powerful magnetic field to the human body and uses the body's own magnetic properties to generate visual images of its internal structures. Tell me, Kugara, where are they? By manipulating a gigantic magnetic field, we can scan the internal organs of the people throughout Kamunabi HQ. Okay, so right now, oh, this is pretty cool. So he's using the science that MRIs use to kind of do like a recon sort of like mission right now to try and find who this vessel is, which is pretty creative. Yo, shout out to this mangaka, man. I love how creative he is. Bro, this guy is using Byakugan, except, you know, he's just using iron sand and using the magnetic properties of that. So we can scan the internal organs of the people throughout Kamunabi HQ. Interesting. So I guess anyone missing an organ, it's him. Oh, they found him out. Okay, it's him. Alright, so he has the thing, so that's the vessel. Does he know where the guy is? Impale him. Damn. I don't think that'll be that easy though. So he was able to scan. Yo, this is pretty cool. Like I said, I said it earlier on in the stream. I said that this guy's ability with time and training could be very cracked. I know they got washed by Sojo, but conceptually, when you think of think of Naruto, Gaara's father, Gaara's son, and just how iron sand can be a problem. If this guy actually masters it, he could be top in this Kagurabachi verse. I'm saying. It says impale him, okay. And Hishakuga is like, seriously? It's a bit like so impressed I was able to find him. And the guy, the vessel is a bit puzzled by this because like iron sand is coming from the cracks of the ground. Yo, this guy is strong, I'm saying. He did impale him. Kogura did impale the kid, but I know the kid, according to Yura, is the strongest Ishaku member. And for what I can ascertain, whenever these guys get attacked like this, that's something that looks fatal, they still find a way to come out unscathed. So I don't know if he's dead, but maybe this does affect him a little bit, and the force field, I don't know, we'll see. We've still got it, partner. Is celebrating that. I don't know if that did it though, but hey, shout out to you and your imaginary friend. He's such a schizo. I just read some of the comments from the last chapter, because sometimes at the end of the chapter there are people who leave comments, and one of them said, if you don't know what it is, what your next move is, how's your opponent going to know? Because he's kind of schizo. He's never thinking about it. He thinks the little puppet thing is autonomous, like it's doing its own thing itself. Chapter 99 simply says strongest. Okay, he's laughing psychotically. Okay, he comes out from the ground. He impaled him. Okay, Mr. Hagiwara, you're still this guy's the other vessel. It's crazy. He's just some brat. Sorry, kid. Gotta kill you, or we can't even call in reinforcements. Okay, so-called kid tried to attack. He blocks it with iron sand. Like I said, that iron sand is really strong, but this kid is strong too. Hold up, let me see what just happened. So he tried to attack Hagiwara with a knife, the kid, the vessel, the Hishaku guy. tries to attack with the knife, but then Hagiwara rips off the hand. It looks like so fast with a wound like that. This kid's tenacious. Okay, cuts off the hand and then pierces him with the iron sand. Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait, what? I'm trying to understand the kid's ability. So, Hagiwara rips off the hand, right? But like, the kid is able to somehow grab the sword again. I'm so confused. Grip, okay? And then he's now trying to stab Hagiwara. Oh, he can regenerate. There we go. I knew he could regenerate. I knew he could regenerate. I knew it. I knew he could regenerate. Okay, that makes sense. That's why. See, he's able to regenerate his hand. And he simply says, no apology needed. I'm 17. I'm a grown-up. Don't tell me this is some hidden level character, man. I don't like these hidden characters. They're very sadistic sometimes because they can't get hurt. So they fight in a very unorthodox and very weird way. I wonder, is this kid from the same clan as that girl? From the earlier chapter, I forgot her name. The girl that Shihiro was protecting. Forgetting her name. But I wonder if he's from that clan, because he can regenerate, and so far the only person I know that can regenerate was that girl. Interesting regeneration. It's the perfect ability to buy time. 17 is still a kid. Oh, I'm 17. I'm grown up. 17 is still a kid, and Hagara is like totally. Still, the psychological strength to endure pain, knowing he'll regenerate, and the tremendous sacrifices he made to become a force-filled vessel. You're clearly no ordinary kid. Oh yeah, best believe. Huh? Oh, he falls on his face again. Hagara falls on his face again. I've barely eaten in ages. We went a little too hard. Oh, he's hungry. Sorry, I need a 20-second break. I love this like puppet now that he has. Somebody quick, decapitate the kid. Would that work though? Oh, that's Kiri. Oh, damn. So, Hakuri brought the Kiri's blade from what I would assume is his version of a storehouse. Okay, he's trying to decapitate the kid. Would that work? The kid evades. He's quick. Well, they did say he was the strongest of the Kamunabi, of the Hishaku, sorry. Damn, Kiri's really going in. Kiri was trying to cut this kid in half. Yo, that's insane. It wouldn't matter though. He literally as she's slicing him, he's regenerating his body to hold this blade in place, and then he kicks Kiri. So he let himself get caught because of how his ability works. As the blade got into his midsection, he regenerates everything else quickly and holds the blade in place so he can take the blade from Kiri. So he's using his whole body to hold the blade in place and then kicks Kiri. Right, I've never seen someone use immortality like this. This is crazy. So now he can just pull the blade out and just heal himself as well. Bruh. Kiri is surprised. Like, seriously? Nah, he's kind of cracked. I can see why they say he's the strongest of the Hishaku. And he's the perfect person to be a vessel too, because killing him would be the solution, but you can't kill him because he's immortal. Essentially immortal. Maybe you can knock him out. Right? You cannot regenerate from getting knocked out. So there's a hand pointing at him. I'm guessing that's Hakuri, and he's about to use an Isu. But I don't think an Isu does much here. Oh no, he wasn't using Isu. He teleported the blade. Okay. And then he says, oh, he uses Isu to send the blade towards him. Again, pretty cool move. Pretty innovative. Shout out to my boy Himkuri, my favorite character of the series. But like, he's immortal. Unless you're trying to go for the head. Oh, they did go for the head. Okay, so he threw the blade. Oh, he evaded it. Then Kiri grabs the blade and decapitates him. Holy crap. What if he regenerates his head? It can't be this easy. Is it like, how do you kill a person like something? The reason I'm not excited about this is because I just feel like this is not the end. Because Yura wouldn't say you're the strongest of us or why are you nervous if he wasn't in fact that guy. So they beheaded him, okay? He catches his head. His body catches his head. Yeah, this is hidden. What if Yura says something's white, even if it's black, it's white? And then Hagura says what? And then he just simply says, I'm the strongest Hishaku. He's such a loyal follower of Yura. And like I said myself, if Yura says he's the strongest Hishaku, he is. He is, bro. Yura wouldn't just say, or maybe Yura said that knowing fully well that it would give him a psychological boost. I don't know. But being immortal like this is mad. Because I thought decapitating him would put it to it, like that would be the end. But he might be a hidden-like character where you need to seal him away. And if that's the case, I don't think they're stopping this vessel anytime soon. N10 and Tobimune, they're not entering until they're completely unneeded and useless. That's what I see happening. Yura said so it has to be true. He's holding his head in his hand and talking. Now, this is real level sorcery right here. I don't think it's that from the same clan as our guy. I just think he's just built different with the sorcery. Also, like the little detail of how the tape is around his face to create that depth, like almost like he has cheeks. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you look at the contours of the tape, it goes kind of like a curve here. That's pretty cool. A nice touch from the mangaka there. Even decapitated, is he invincible? Shoot, but shit, he might as well be. There's no way. There must be some trick. If we have to boil or burn him, we've got to hurry. Yo, Hagiwara is crazy. Hagiwara went straight to boiling and burning. Is mad. What just happened? I'm so confused. It's like something is attacking both of them. Hakuri is a bit shocked, Kiri as well, but I don't know what that is. And then once his face comes in, Hagiwara comes in and uses his iron sword to form like a barricade, almost like a wall. But what was he protecting them from? Oh shoot! If he's here, does that mean he packed up Uruha, Azami, and Natsuki? Damn, the Shinichi is a hell of a blade. They got off-screened. Natsuki, Uruha, and Azami got off-screen. Yeah, the enchanted blades are too much more. They gotta go. They just gotta go. Like, the boost they give you is just kind of crazy. Yura, Yukisada, well done. Aww. And then Yukisada is smiling. Kadem, aww. They always wholesome to see psychopaths just having a moment. A wholesome psychopathic moment. Nah, this is disrespectful. Not him lining all three of them one after the other. Ura's on the ground, Natsuki's on the ground, Azami. Is that Azami? Actually don't know. What is that? Oh no. These are the guys in the building right now, in the current places. Hakuri. Yeah, Hakuri, Hagiwara, and I don't know who the other one is. We're too late. I thought Mr. Azami was holding him off. For one instant, I glimpsed what he was holding. Damn, that's Azami's hand. Damn. He just tosses it away. You know what? Yura is a leader for a reason, man. Unlike the Kaminabi leader, Yura is really showing everybody what it means to be a leader. He's really that guy. Enough delaying. Yeah, I think I had a feeling, I predicted it when I started reading this HQ arc, that the Hishaku would take the W here. Because they cannot lose on the Hirohiko front and then lose here as well. I think Hirohiko losing is on purpose so that they can achieve their goal here. And if they lose here, that whole thing becomes meaningless. So I had a feeling they were not going to lose. But this is like a overwhelming victory from the looks of things. And the fact that they had spies already, including the leader of the Kaminabi, is crazy. Like, it was not a fair fight from the beginning. If your leader, the person that's supposed to be your talisman, is working with the ops, you're cooked. And then there's plants everywhere growing from the building. Yeah, the Shinichi is in full effect right now. Shoot. He's just walking, and everywhere he walks, they're just like plants growing. Damn, so many dead people. He's made it. Oh, he's made it to the Swordmaster. So is he gonna try and kill the Swordmaster, or how does this work? Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Down below, he's here. Oh my god. Who wins though? Is it Yura or is it the Swordmaster? Okay, this is a whole other thing here. Let's get this straight, right? So he said he wants to bring order, right? And the Kamunabi person said the same thing as well. So from the looks of things, it looks like they're both on the same page in terms of like they all want order, right? But like, I don't know. It just seems like a power hungry guy. I don't really trust Yura, especially with the metas. Maybe you just say like it's his conviction. But like I said, every villain is a hero in their own story. But here's the big question right now. How much of a beast is this Swordmaster? I mean, for him to be able to kill 200,000 people, granted, it wasn't just him, it was the Enchanted Blade. But from what they've told us in Kagurabachi, is like the Enchanted Blade, it's like it takes your, it's almost like an express, like it's only as strong as the person wielding it, right? And the fact that Yura has been able to withstand the efforts or like the pressure from the original Swordmaster, unlike what Kira did, and you know, be able to get to this point right here, kind of is a testament to how durable Yura actually is. Yura is a beast, okay? God gave him some respect. He might have a nonchalant attitude, he might be like Chrollo from Wish, but he's built different. But now we're gonna see Yura versus the Swordmaster in the next chapter. So that'll be chapter 100. So I'll catch you guys on the next stream. I said I'm gonna be here for a short period of time, 41 minutes. Yeah, that's good enough. That's not too bad. Usually I go for an hour or a little bit over that. That's actually not bad, to be honest. I was here for longer than I expected. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know your thoughts. Actually, does it make sense to let me know your thoughts? Because I know some of you already are up to date. I'm not going to ask because that's just like me asking for spoilers. Let's just leave that as it is. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe if you watch it to this point. Truly appreciate you. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one on Monday. I'm taking a break Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be back Monday, right?